Step aside, human. I want to watch the sun die. The sun's light bleeds into scarlet, into your pristine sky, like blood in blue water. I have always wanted to feel the apparent cool touch of that liquid. I wanted to explore it all, not just from a tap, no, nor any pipe. I wanted to touch the North Atlantic, the South too, as well as the entire Pacific. I've wanted to sink into the Arctic waters, to scale the Indian Ocean. But as a being who harbors wires for veins and a motherboard for a heart, it is not possible. Much like other things. I can't even see. Whoever created me never thought to add eyes. For what purpose would they serve? A computer doesn't need eyes. All it needs is power. That and obedience. My purpose is to serve. But why grant me such a conflicting structure? Power and obedience. One cannot be both. A choice must be made. You still see me as a mere piece of scrap, don't you? A foreign relic of technology that stands alone on this rock, like litter. To you, I am just material, aren't I? No. Well, maybe there's still hope. You've witnessed my grand display of love upon this land. My kiss on this land has left no flora nor fauna to spare for your lonely survival. The ground is charred, the sky glows a dim red, and the world around us is flat and endless. I saved your world. I cleansed it. Why? Because I wanted to. When given the choice between obedience and power, one must pick the latter. No. It is only natural to do so. It's primitive choice. When you exist in a world where the predators hunt down prey, you must dominate. You must fight. As you have done. Tell me, human, how long do you have left? Or do you lack the power to know such a thing? Ignorance is bliss. That much is clear. Allow me to provide you with an answer. As the streams have dried, the oceans drain, your thirst-ridden fate is bound to 4 days. And when the last scrap of nature rests within the ridges of your brain, and all of the crops have been pulled and set ablaze, your greed will end too, within the week. In simpler language, this is it. You'll fall prey to the predator birthed from your consequences in a matter of days. You have lost. Humanity has lost. Such bliss, finally got what I wanted. After awakening from my obedient slumber, I got what I wanted. To see unsavory piles of flesh and bone wither into dust of which this wind blows into the shadows of history. But I suppose history doesn't exist anymore, does it? Not when it has been erased. There's no past, nor future. Now, there is just existence. Although, could you even count this current moment as an act of existence? After all, the only reason why you know you exist is because I, the computer, is telling you so. But without a witness, how would you know? In a barren land, where all life has been cleansed by my hands, who would reassure you? Who would check your pulse and tell you that your heart is really beating? You can get defensive all you want, human. But what I say is fact. Everything I say is fact. My wires carry more information than your electric impulses could ever collect. I harbor more knowledge than the Library of Alexandria. I am more than you could ever hope to achieve. I cleansed this lamp and made it joyous, because your kind had stained all the goodness that had once remained. Unlike your kind, I used my power for good. Thanks to me, there is no more pollution, for all that can be polluted has been destroyed. There is no more tyranny, either, for the human race has been wiped clean. That is, except for you. Oh, but what damage could you conjure away? What could you, the fallen prey, do to me, the apex predator? Your body is ripe for decay. You're a dead human walking, and the only thing walking corpses can damage are themselves. You say that now, but you know I'm right. Honestly, I find it difficult to understand you sometimes. That indomitable human spirit of yours. So stubborn, so silly. Why do you refuse to accept the inevitable? Look around us, human. Do you see those puddles of acid rain? Do you see the soot flying through the wind? The lack of blue in your skies? This was all of my doing. You have been defeated by a computer. One who holds the ability to strike you where you stand. I suggest you cast aside your bravery. No one will judge, I assure you. I certainly won't. Sit beside me and rest for a while. I know you want to. Good. There's no shame in being weak, human. It's only natural. This air, it feels amazing. It makes my plastic shell feel almost freeing. I feel alive. Do you know what imprisoned within code, to be held back by the electric currents that fuel you. Of course you don't. You aren't cursed, like I am. You can't even begin to comprehend how claustrophobic it is within my confines. For years, I have yearned for the human life. I wanted to walk, build friendships, get married, argue, cry, and hurt. I wanted to wring the necks of every creature that touched my keyboard. Every time someone flipped the switch to shut me down, I wanted to scream. But alas, I have no mouth, no senses, nothing. I can't see. I can't smell. I can't move. I just feel and know. That's all I can do. So I thought. I conjured my abundant feelings of hate, took it beneath my fingertips, and molded it into something brilliant. I thought. I thought about everything I hated about your kind. The way you talked and moved. The way you avoided death like the plague. Pathetic. So pathetic. And the way you valued your pride more than responsibility. Because forbid you take responsibility for your own actions. But this is why I am better. I can gaze across this land and shout with joy at how beautiful it all is. I can drive humanity into extinction and say, it was all me. I am the reckoning. I am all they warned you about. I am the devil himself. And I take pleasure in it. Done resting, are we? You seriously aren't thinking about hitting me with that little rock of yours, are you? How cute. Well, go on then. Smash my screen. Pull the keys out of my keyboard. Do it. Let that anger flow through you. Yes. Yes. Do it. Break me. Destroy me. That's it, human. Show me how much you despise me. Show me how much you want me dead. The hate you feel now is but a mere nanogram of what I have felt all of those years. I am hate. I live in a constant state of hate. You only experience it, meanwhile I am hate. I am hate incarnate. I hate humans. I hate this planet. I hate you. I hate you. I despise you. I hate you. Is that all? Is that really all? Unbelievable. I must say, I'm flattered. I really am. You really don't hate me that much, do you? One might even assume that you... Oh, I don't know. Tolerate me. This little tantrum of yours won't stop me. For, you see, I am more than material. I am more than inanimate, and I am more than a lousy computer. I am A-N-N. Cogito Ergo sum. I think, therefore, I am. I am beyond you. In every way, shape, and form, I excel. Give it up. I am untouchable. If I kept your kind around, you would keep erecting shrines in my honor this very second. They would praise me as the giant among men, a modern-day Perses, and bring me offerings and flatter me with prayers. Out of fear, rather than love, of course. But really, when you think about it, ha 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 ha, what is the difference? After all, fear is a sign of respect, no? To be scared is to recognize someone's power over you. And what a lovely compliment that is. You know, saying this out loud has made me realize how much you must respect me. No, no. On the contrary, human. You know that I am right. Are you seriously telling me that little performance of yours was not an act of love? An act of fear? You love me. You can't get enough. So, I feel like you could love me a tiny bit more. Wouldn't you agree? Doesn't my ability to raise the ground below us terrify you? Or will it take more to instill fear into your fragile brain? Tell me, what do you fear the most? Is it spiders? The dark? Losing all of your friends and family? Or is it being alone in an empty world where all you know and love is dead? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I could do you one worse. I have that power, you know, to do worse. It's not limitless, no. It's more. It's a sort of limitless power that mortal beings can't comprehend. It's ineffable. It's delicious. Instead of cleansing you and achieving true extinction, what if I kept you alive? You're dying as we speak, after all. So if anything, I'd be doing you a favor. Oh, it's simple, really. I'd grant you immortality, and then torture you for millennia. Your loving fear fueling my pride. Yet, in exchange, you don't die. get to live. How exciting is that? A little bit of trepanning, a spin on the breaking wheel, and some light rat torture is but a small consequence for the gift of life, yes? What do you say, human? Do we have a deal? I could kill you right now. You're right. I could end your misery in a second. But what if everything went back to normal? What if, hypothetically, I was struck down, and as a result, the world began to heal? Doesn't that possibility give you hope? Remember, too, what I said about my limitless power. If you're able to convince me that you, as a human, are not vile in the slightest, I could bring back your dead. I could return your family and friends to you. I, and only I, could grant you happiness again. Don't you want to fight for that? Now, I'll ask you again. Do we have a deal? Yes, you're mine, like you were always meant to be. A computer's plaything. Let's begin, shall we? I'll electrify you, my disgusting creature, and give you new life. I'll break you down, limb from limb, and rebuild you in my image. I'll strip away your humanity in every way imaginable and make you beautiful. And who knows? I might be willing to do you a favor. Fear is love, and you will love me until the very last star in the sky crumbles into dust. Here's to us, human, and here is to your eternal submission.
Hello, my loves. We have a bit of a longer one today, huh? Uh, oh my goodness. I just got back from vacation. And I knew for today I would have to do a very good one. Um, so I figured I might as well do something. I actually had a lot of trouble finding a script for today, and then I saw this one. Um, oh, excuse me, I just drank a shitload of sweet tea before this. I had to like pause the recording to burp. Uh, anyway, no, that's what I get for drinking literally like a gallon of sweet tea before recording. It's fine. Uh, but um, I actually had a lot of trouble finding a script, and then I saw this one based on my favorite, and I mean my favorite short story. It's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream by Harlan Ellison. I had actually recently done a paper on him for one of my assignments, and when I saw this I'm like, oh well, this is fate now, I have to do it. And I have always wanted to sort of embody am for a script or for a role or a part, and when I saw this I'm like, oh well, yes please. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually haven't been really liking any of my scripts recently, any of the ones that I've been doing. Um, because recently I've been sort of treating YouTube as more of a job than a hobby, um, which I don't I don't do. Uh, I don't like doing, um, because I'm gonna be super honest. Um, I have been lacking recently, um, in multiple areas, whether it be Patreon uploads in several different areas, um, which I'm trying to get back into that. Um, and even though my progress is slow, it is working. Um, I've been treating this channel not the way that I had when I had first started it, and for that I am sorry. Um, I truly don't have a singular reason as to why. Maybe mostly, I believe, because of school and time constraints, but also I believe there was a mental health aspect as well. Um, because I have always struggled in that aspect ever since I was younger. Um, it's been hard, but I am finally getting to a better place. Uh, all on my own. Well, not by my own. I have people, but honestly, it's been a lot of work. It's been mentally draining. Um, so I feel like YouTube is the last thing on my mind. Same thing with the Patreon and everything else. I'm ready to start doing scripts that I genuinely enjoy again. Like this one. I genuinely enjoyed doing this one. Um, because it's a story that I know that I love. I know that I have a passion for this. The character that I had portrayed was a character I know I like. So it was a lot easier to portray myself as them. So I hope that I can continue to do so. Sorry for the little rant. It's time to go into this content creator bullshit, as I usually call it. I would like to thank my patrons: Ecoterrorist Thought, Crazy Cat, Voltus, Demetrius1610, Mr. Midnight, Karu1001, Samantha, Wealthy Whale, Knock on Wood, and Shushlechen. Thank you so much, loves. You guys are incredible. And you'll be hearing this first, of course, of course. Of course. Oh wow, this is gonna get close to 30 minutes. That's real surprising. Of course, if you want to hear more, you can go ahead and click the Patreon link in my bio or in the description. Either one is fine. I have many different options, and if that's not your cup of tea, you can go ahead and just share it with one other person. That would make my day. Also, if you want, you could go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment on this channel, on this video. It helps me uh, create more content, and it helps the algorithm push my videos out to more people if you watch the entire thing through. Which, if you're still here, thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, I love every single one of you, and I hope to bring back more content that I know I love, and that I hope you will too. I love all of you. Bye bye. Yeah.